Alright, just as promised, here it is. The merge server Deco artist profile tier list. It's real, it's happening. First step is probably going to be changing Discord back to dark mode, because everybody is viewing these profiles in dark mode. This is how they are meant to be seen, therefore this is how I will be viewing them. Next thing to discuss is the tiers. I have 8 tiers here. So you see there's a point system here. That's going to need explaining. So I decided that the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to look at each and every part of the profile. It's going to be banner, profile picture, status, names, pronouns. I think these things, I included those there. The About Me section. The roles, I will be counting your roles in this server because I think it'll be more fun that way. Your connections, and yeah, okay, that's it. So for each of these, if I like it, you will get 1 point for it. And the more points you get, the higher you'll be on the tier list. You can also get bonus points if you have something that really sticks out. Now, of course, just looking at this profile right here, so there's a couple things to note. Like, I paid for this, and I paid for this, and for everything. A lot of money went into this particular profile. So, compare that to this one. It's quite a lot less going on, just because Barrel didn't pay to make it better. Is that fair? No, it's not. So, I'm not going to do anything about it, because let's be honest. It kind of sucks that you're going to be higher on the tier list if you paid to make your profile better, but it's not like I can just pretend that paying to make your profile better has not in fact made your profile better. So if you're paying for Nitro and you have special profile effects, you can get an extra point or two just for that. So this is going to be a little bit pay to win, but you know what? Like it sucks that it's pay to win, but this is quite literally the thing people are paying for when they buy Nitro. They are specifically paying to make their profiles more exciting. So more exciting they are. With that out of the way, we can begin the tier list. Hopefully I didn't forget anybody. I think this is everyone. So all the current Deco artists. I'm gonna be honest, some of these icons I don't even recognize. I don't. Who is this? We'll find out. It's okay. I guess I'll just go in order of the icons here. First up, this is Mr. Dude. Where are you? There you are. Starting off with a pretty simple profile. Not a ton going on here. I think it's partially just because Senor Dude is not paying money for a better profile. Profile picture, it's alright. Not too crazy. It's the funny funny innuendo. It's whatever. It is a pretty good face. It works pretty well. I think I'll give a point there. Oh, I guess I'll have to keep a tally, huh? Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. Where is a pin? Where's a pin? No, I lost the pin! Oh, it's up now. Okay. It's 1 point for the icon. The name is pretty solid. You know, Mr. Dude, I mean, that's pretty fun. Similar to other names I've seen, such as Jolly Dude or Mr. Mister. But, alright. The actual username, _Mr. Dude. I mean, I'm a little surprised you needed all of that. Like, okay, if Mr. Dude was taken, I'm sure. If Mr. Dude is taken, okay. I don't know. If the Mr. Dude was taken, that's a little hard to believe. So the fact that he's had to add full Mr. The and an underscore, that's kind of a lot. Therefore, I think there will be no point for the name. It's a decent user. It's a decent nickname, I guess, but the overall username, it's just not giving me enough pronouns. Yeah, I'll give a point there. You know, that's pretty epic, I think. Why did I include? You know, okay, I don't know why I decided to include badges as a thing you can get, because there's like 2 badges. There's like 3 badges, and one of them is just a badge that says I'm wasting money. So I think I'm just going to be biased and say that if you have your originally known as tag, that's a point. Just like that. That's all you need. Wait. Okay, if you have the tag, or if you're in Hype Squad Brilliance, you get a point. Where'd you go? You're not in Hype Squad Brilliance, but you have a tag, so that is a point for you. There's no status and no points there. Banner, it's just kind of, I mean, it's kind of nice that it matches your profile picture, but not really getting anything from this. I know it's hard to make a good banner when you just get one color, but if you know what you're doing, you can make it work. Pensive emoji, my beloved, for the about me. I don't know why that's your most important personality trait, but I agree. Pensive emoji is good. That is a point. Rolls, super basic, but you know, you did get platinum box finisher, and that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Tournament entrance, is that supposed to be a permanent role? I don't think you're entered in a tournament right now. No, you can have what? No, platinum box finisher is the only interesting role here, because aside from tournament entrant. Yeah, no, you need, if you're getting points for your roles, you need to have like some really unique roles, or you need to have more than just one tournament role. Now, is that everything? Right, okay, there's also connections, of which Mr. Dude has none. American and Latino music stars for some reason. True? It's true, Beryl, you're right. What? Do not question the subject of my video within my own video. Don't do that. Don't worry about it. Mod view? You know what that does. Okay. So, final score for Mr. Dude, 4 points. You're in high C. Don't be ashamed. That's okay. That's like an average serviceable profile. It doesn't go above and beyond, but you know what, that's nothing to be ashamed of. Next up, we have Flambe, or as it was pronounced in Phineas and Ferb last night, Flambe. I always pronounce it Flambe, apparently it's Flambe, so okay. Oh, I guess I should also notice that this specific screen is what I'm going off, not this one, because this one has more going on. Now with Flambe in particular, why does the banner change colors? I noticed this while I was getting screenshots of every profile that I ended up not using at all because I used the icons for the tier list instead. Why does the banner change colors? I don't get it. I don't think anybody else has changed colors. Everybody else is the same. How does Flambe's change colors? It doesn't make sense. Wait, no, it wouldn't be Flambe because it doesn't have the accent mark. So it is Flambe or Flambe. Flambe 13. Flambe 1-3. Okay. Profile picture, no points. Who is this fella? Is that just him IRL? Like, is that just like an actual selfie? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Flambe sent a selfie in Deco chat once. Ooh, horse. Horse. Back on topic. I'm pretty sure Flambe sent a selfie once, and I feel like I remember him having curly hair, so this isn't out of the question, but I don't think this is Flambe. I'm not getting anything from this guy, and so this guy is getting nothing from me. No points. Sorry, buddy. No status, no points there. The name... You know what? I will give a point for the name. I think Flambe. I think that's a pretty cool username. Numbers, they work bad enough for me. You do have your tag on your profile, so that is another point. Banner, I'm giving you a point because it mysteriously changes. I don't know if that's just like a bug or something, but there's a small chance that you somehow rigged your profile to like actually change intentionally, and if that's the case, you deserve a point for that. Even if it isn't the case, you still deserve a point for that because it's freaking me out. You got music. Who are these people? You know what? Okay. I'm gonna Firefox these people, and if I like them, you will get a point. I'll give you a point if this guy's profile is good. Let's see what we got. What's R6? Live in Las Vegas? That's crazy. This will never get old. It's an O, not a 0. What's an O? This? Of course that's an O. I think that's pretty clear. This profile's boring. I care not for this. Let's see if this guy's interesting at all. Your point hinges upon Shepherd D. Up trio? Huh. Look like YouTubers. That looks like PewDiePie. Bombs away! You know what? That guy looks like PewDiePie. You get a point for that. That is up to 4 points for Flambe. Flambe, if you watch this video, you have to tell me how to pronounce your name. You have your own admin role, and Cringe Master, and Explosives Expert. Contested Territory Member. Yeah, okay, there's a lot going on here. That is definitely a point for the roles. Connections, Silas P, that's a unique username that you don't have Discord. I'll give you a point for that. That is interesting. I like when people have different usernames in their connections. It's kind of fun. Yeah, I think that's all the points that you're eligible for. Though I'm almost considering giving you a bonus point just for your roles. So the bonus points are available. I think all of the points you can get are for like a normal profile are 10, maybe 9. So SS requires you to get bonus points either from Nitro or from just having some crazy stuff going on. No, I will give you a bonus point because you have a lot of quirky roles. Okay. Don't see any pronouns, so yeah, you're missing out on points for that. Doesn't have to be pronouns there. Just put anything there. That's interesting. So that's an A tier for Fly. That's pretty good. So up next, I don't. Oh, this is Canwell, right? I don't know. Shud Gambler. Okay. Icon. made me laugh, which has me leaning towards a point. But I don't know. I mean, is there a... No, I think that's gonna be a no point. Sorry, Canwell. Sorry, Chud. The Canwell Macromint mystery just got explained today. but I always did kind of wonder, what is Macromint? Who knows? That is that's a point for the names, because I think this has like a sort of mystery element to it. Kind of gets you thinking, like, what is Macromint? And that's pretty good. Irrigation is the future. That's huge. Point. Rolls. Didn't you win a tourney? Where's your tourney winner roll? That's that. Aren't you supposed to have a tourney winner roll? You know, having, yeah, because you won you're a blue champion. If that roll was still here, you would get a point for it, because having a tourney winner, having a specific tourney winner roll like that, it's pretty cool. But you don't have it, so no point. Sorry. T-Dom? Canwell OO? That is a point. Point for the connections. That's good. Yeah, no status, no pronouns. Banner is kind of ugly looking. That's like puke green. What are you doing with a banner of this color? You should know better. There's no point there. Which means that is a total of 3 points for Canwell, putting you next in C tier. Next up, we have Kipluck. I like Kipluck's profile picture. He's had this one for years, and I can see why. It's a cute one. Looks like this is our first Nitro haver. So, Icon, that's an instant point for that, because this is just a cute drawing. Big fan. Kipluck, that's a pretty good name. I like Kipluck. I'll give you a point for the name. It's not like super exciting in any way, but it's like not exciting or unique or anything. Ooh. Oh, Hype's gone brilliance. But Kipluck is just a cute name. Nitro Emerald. What, did you upgrade just for how long you've been paying for it? Why? Who cares? Why is there even a Nitro badge? Who cares? You're not boosting this server, are you? Wait, who's boosting this server? I've had level 1 for a while. I don't think we're doing anything like that. Completed a quest? What's a quest? You have a tag, you have Hype Squad Brilliance, and you completed a quest? Yeah, okay. That's gonna be a point and a bonus point for the badges. Congratulations. No status, no pronoun. Wait a minute. Aren't statuses hidden when people are offline? Maybe he does have a status, but it's just not visible. Uh-oh. What am I gonna do about that? Didn't I already judge somebody's status? Did I judge somebody's status? Forget if anybody here had statuses. Did you have a status? Oh, you have a status now. That definitely wasn't there before. Okay, I guess I'm gonna not give points for statuses, because I think it's a little unfair to judge people. Wow. I think it's a little unfair to judge people just based on if they're currently online. So yeah, it's gonna be no point for statuses. You robotics and karate? That's so cool. Do you water ski? Oh, but you don't sleep enough. Oh, that ruins everything. Okay, robotics, karate, and water skiing. Those are 3 very unique hobbies. So that is a point for the description. Your roles, Deco Green, good choice. The Deco Green is a good color. Oh, but you're only a Deco artist. Contested territory? You're decorated. you're decorated artist and decorated improver and decorated box starter and decorated green and decorated artist. I mean, this is a pretty decorated set of roles. I think that is a point for the roles. I like these roles. No connections, not too interesting. Banner, that's like Scott the Wasp blue, so I'll give a point for that. And then last thing to look at is the color here. You have a pretty nice color to your profile, but it's not like sticking out in any crazy way. It's like very serviceable, but I don't think the nitro colors of your profile are like so exciting that I really want to give you an extra point for that nobody else can get. Like, you can get an extra point for having nitro, but simply having nitro isn't a point within itself. You also need to use it well. So, that is 7 points for Kipluk, tying with Flambe. Keep going back to Discord. Next up is Bobbert. Next up is the bisexual furry name. Great. Bobbert the Boss. You know, that's pretty iconic. We like Bobbert the Boss. That's a good name. That is point for the name. I'm just writing it down as Bob. Icon, pretty good icon. It's kind of minimalist. Kind of wish it didn't get cut off. That really sucks. This is not really your fault though. Somewhere in a perfect world we have square profile pictures, but oh well. I think I'll give you a point there. I'm guessing you drew this yourself, which is always cool. Pronouns, he, him. Not my favorite pronouns, but alright. I'm kidding. No, if you have pronoun points, you have to have cooler pronouns than probably the most common pronouns in the world. Yeah, I mean, wait, no, aren't there slightly more women in the world? So I guess she, her is the most common in the world. That doesn't bode well for me. Okay, in any case, having he, him, or she, her pronouns, that's not a point. I think I'm gonna say they, them is no points either, because that's also quite common. You have to be more exotic in your gender if you want points for pronouns. Just here, man. Yeah, everybody's just here, man. So no points for the about me. Roles, meh. You have the big admin, that's pretty fun, but yeah, not too crazy besides that. Your banner just kind of matches your icon, which I'm not super fond of. I kind of would like. Well, no, this is just like a baseline sort of banner, so no points there. You have a status, but we're not counting that. So I think, I hate to say it, but I think that's only 2 points for Bobbert. It's hoping for more. Barrel. We love Barrel. Good old Barrel. Old, reliable Barrel. Icon. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Almost looks slightly off-center, which is tragic, but I mean, that's a pretty good icon. Where'd you even get this icon? Well, probably from online, because remember Galleon had the same icon at one point. I think. But yeah, I mean, that's a pretty cool icon. Like that it changes for the holidays. That, yeah, it's a good icon. There. 1 point for the icon. In spite of the fact that, yeah, I really think that is off center. How did you let that happen? That, like, yeah, it's very clearly thinner here than it is over here. How could this have happened? Status just disappeared, which sucks because it's a good status. I like your status. You would get a point for that if you could. Barrel as a name, it's whatever. I mean, it's, I don't know. Wait a minute, No, you didn't have the badge for the... You didn't have the... Bobbert didn't have the tag badge, so he lost a point there. Would have been an easy point, but he didn't get it. Okay, Barrel as a name. I like the username, but it's not like sticking out to me as like something really special. But the tag, will get you a point. Proud Christian, engaged to my lovely fiancée. That's pretty cool. Being engaged on Discord, that's a pretty big thing to set you apart. Proud Christian, I mean, it's cool, but it's not like super crazy. You know, like, if you had like a more niche religion and you're proud of that, then like, okay, that's pretty cool. If you're a proud follower of Cthulhu, then like, oh yeah, now that's cool. But being proud Christian, that's like, yeah, I mean, good for you, but there are plenty of proud Christians. That's not like setting you apart too much. But I think being engaged, I think that's worth a point. Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay. Point for the description. Your role's de-janitor? What is de-janitor? What is de-janitor? What does that mean? Wait, do we even have the... Did Contested Territory check get archived or something? It did. Betty White's California home. Hey, can I ask you a question? $8 million. What is it? Trib.L/Z ZSU4ACE. That's pretty good. That's good. Wow. Took me a fat second there just to figure out what that emote was even supposed to be. Okay, roles. I think being in contested territory, that's kind of like that kind of shows you're like an OG member. So I think that's like, it's not a full point, but it's a plus. But then having de-janitor along with it, I think that is enough for a point. Oh, you're also a tournament winner? That's... Yeah, I feel like this is a fraction of a point, this is a fraction of a point, this is a fraction of a point. And you have enough fractions that you earn a point. Connections, boring. Wow, barrel on Steam. Everybody has Steam. We're in a BTD6 server, everybody has Steam. So I'm not getting anything from there. Your banner is just the same color as everything else for some reason? What's the fun in that? Oh, this banner sucks so much that I need to drink water. Now that is refreshing. So yeah, no points for the banner, no points for the connections, no pronouns at all. So that's no points there. You had a pretty good start, but in the end, that is 4 points. I think you only had 3, so yeah, Ken only had 3, so you get to go above Ken. So be a little bit ordered within tiers. Next up, we have Avery. Come here, Avery. Whoa. Oh, there's a lot going on here. Who is this guy? Wood Carbuncle? Where's your coffee filling up? Oh, and wow. Infinite black coffee? Why? Oh? I would give a point for this if I could. Icon is good. We love Gastrodon. Forgot the name for a second. Yeah, I like the icon. You always have good icons. Having your name be Avery and then your username being Very is very odd, which means you get a point. It makes me think. It challenges my perception and you get a point for that. Balance, no points there. But tag, okay, you have a tag. I think maybe I'm being too generous with this. I feel like I should have like, I feel like I should have tag be a portion of a point. Nah, it's fine. You get a point there. Yeah, I mean, there's not really too much you can do to make that super interesting. I feel like, yeah, like, being in the top tier shouldn't mean that you have like a truly exceptional profile. It should just mean that like everything in the profile is good. Like nothing, well, no, that's the qualifications for like S tier. S tier is like if everything is just like really solid. Above S tier is if everything is solid and something even sticks out elsewhere. So to have a solid set of badges, I just want you to have your tag there because it's I can't say a tag is funny, but a tag is something. And you know what? That's something. Moving on to the pronouns, they don't exist, no points. Moving on to the roles, tournament winner, that's a fraction of a point. Platinum improver, it's a fraction. Big admin, it's a fraction. What is metabang? Who uses metabang? That's a fraction. That's a lot of Tiscoin. How did you get that much Tiscoin? Where did that even come? Okay, that's a point right there. Wow. Yeah, I mean all this other stuff going on, and I mean I can't even count all of that Tiscoin. That's almost a bonus point. Is that a bonus point? I think that's a bonus point. I mean, you already have like you already have like several good rolls going on, and then you stack a quingazillion Tiscoin on top of it. That's 2 points for the rolls. Connections. Person who is a person's. There are multiple people within this person. That's pretty epic. I'll give you a point there. Point for the unique name there. Banner. Yeah, that's a point for the banner. Really easy to have an interesting banner when you can set it to anything. But yeah, that's a point for the banner. Point for the colors of the profile, the nitro colors. They're fine. They don't really stick out to me as like, oh, these are nice colors. They're good colors, but they're not great colors. So that's going to be 7 points for Avery, putting her in A tier. Pretty big gap right here. It's kind of interesting. Wonder how that happened. Next up we got Swaggers. Yeah. That's icon forever. I don't know why I hesitated. Sog. I don't know why your name is Sog. I'm guessing it's in reference to like dog and zog and schlog. No, that's pretty good. That's a point for the name. Honestly, Swaggeries in general is just a good name. You have one of my. This is one of the names that I quite like in this server, Swaggeries, and it's fun that when people aren't calling you by your full name, then they're just calling you Swag. I mean, having your name just be Swag, that's pretty good. Icon. Wait, has anybody not gotten a point for an icon yet? That's right. No point there, no point there, but I think did you get a point? I forget if Mr. Dude got a point. I think I'm not gonna give a point. This is like I mean, it's a good icon, but it's like, I don't know, I'm not really jumping for joy looking at it. Pronouns. It's a little quirky to have the cis het in here. You know, like I don't. It's not super often for people to go out of their way to identify as cisgender and straight. So that's a little quirky. It's like almost a point for that, but it's not a point. Ooh, brilliance. Brilliance and a tag. That is a point. Point for the badges. Number 1 era warfare apologist? I wonder what that means. Nothing is as permanent as a temporary solution that works. That's a good quote. That's a point. Roles. Tournament winner. That's a fraction. Platinum starter, that's a fraction. Band, that's a fraction. Decorated improver. Yep, that's a point. You have enough fractions to get a point. Microwave. Is your name Mike? If your name is Mike, then that's a pretty good. That's pretty good. Roblox. That's your Roblox username. Okay, that is a point for the connections. I feel like just having Roblox as one of your connections is point worthy. Microwave. Okay, I feel like Roblox is point worthy. Microwave is point worthy, which sounds like 2 points, but if you want a bonus point for something, you need to have something like really good. Microwave 40 is like barely enough for a point in the first place, so it's not enough for a bonus point. So, although I really like Microwave and Roblox, you are getting 1 point for those combined. Look at that. Verified Robloxian. Okay, 1 point there. Banner. That's a pretty nice shade of green. I feel like at this point, like, the only people I'm giving banner points to are the people with nitro. I don't know. But, I don't know. I did give a point to Kep for the Scott the Woz color. I think this is a nice shade of green, but it feels a little more pastel. I would give it a point for that, because that would look really nice, but otherwise, no point. Which leaves Swagrius with 5 points. First B tier. Next up, I believe that is Rock Melts. Oh, we have a lot to go. This is gonna be a long one. Rock Melts. Icon. Yeah, that's pretty cool, icon. Pretty cool icon. 1 point for Rock. Fits with you considering how much you draw mix. Rock Melts. It's a cool username, but I don't love it. Okay, so this is server nickname, not I wasn't sure if this part was a server nickname here, or if it was just like your actual name. Yeah, that's your actual name. I think I've never DM'd Rock Melts. Huh. Rock Melt, come back, where'd you go? Okay, it's cool that you have a nickname, but I don't know. The number of words you have, that's not too exciting. So that's going to be no point for the names, no point for the pronouns, balance, but you do have a tag, so that is a point for the... That's a point for the badges. Okay, your description is a chunky one. 19. I didn't really expect you to be the same age as me. I thought you would be like 18. Maybe high 17. Favorite bands, Muse! I like Muse. That's a point for Muse. That's a cool fandom to be in. Alright, point for Muse. Actually, point because you just kind of have a lot of stuff here. That's pretty cool. Like you have a lot of things going on here. I agree with your music taste, so that's good. Rolls, gold box finisher. Kind of like gold more than platinum. Unless it's on my Reddit post. You give me platinum, please. Contested territory. Did I say that was worth a point? No, I think it's just a fraction of a point. I don't think that's going to be a point for rolls. I feel like you have good rolls, but not good enough rolls for not for me. Rock Melt on Spotify, meh, not really speaking to me. Banner color, it's similar to Kip's Scott the Woz Blue, except it's just not Scott the Woz Blue. But I like. I want to say I like that it's not just like the same color as your icon, but I almost feel like it would be better if it was just the same color as your icon, because this like very saturated blue isn't really meshing with the more desaturated colors here. I wish it, like, it doesn't need to You can make your banner match your profile picture without having it literally just be like the same color parentheses S close parentheses. So yeah, I feel like you're close to getting a banner point, but that's no banner point for me. Which means Rockmelt closes out with 3 points. Let's see, who pinged me? Serendipity? Oh, I wonder if somebody's trying to give me Davy Jones. Somebody probably is. I should I should take this. I'm not gonna make grilled cheese white. Oh my goodness, look at this guy. That's a Pringle. It will... wait. Oops. Have money. Oh man, this is going very poorly. OP. Oh, I'm blushing. Should have given him 600 at that point. Oh well, too late. Where am I? Oh right. Okay, I just finished workout. Oh, I'm getting thirsty again. Whew. Can you tell I don't usually talk this much? Oh, I'm not talking this much. Oh, no, I can't save myself for last. Okay, Veronica. We love Veronica. Oh, you have another... What? Your banner also changes colors, but it goes the other way. Yours starts bright before turning dark. Whilst yours starts dark then turns bright. How does that happen? It doesn't make sense. Which means you get a point. Point for the banner. Point for the icon. Because it's cute and I like it. I'm gonna give a point for the name because I don't get what Swamp Whore means, and I like it. Also, just having an extra letter to the start of your name, I think that's fun. And I like that you didn't do the obvious choice of just adding an extra A to the end. You put an extra V in the beginning. That makes less sense, which makes it more fun. Bravery, nah, but tag, oh yeah. Another point. No point for the pronouns, even though I'm a big fan of those pronouns. P by me. Pretty cool. 18-year-old. It's pretty cool. Gay. That's pretty cool. Dokkan Battle. Okay. Cool. I get to draw a lot of the time too. I could tell because you're using your own art as your profile picture, which means this is redundant. Which means that docks points from your description. Buy you an Apple card? Well, like Cock Veronica a card. You know, there's enough interesting stuff going on here for a point. It's a point for the description. I think gal is a mid word. I really wish it was a better female counterpart for guy. Like guy is a good word, but gal, it just sounds kind of gross. Yeah, but it's okay. That's not enough to drag it down. It drags it down a little bit, but not enough. Next up is your roles. Blue champions. That's big. Has a territory. That's something. I think blue champions is like 80% of a point, and then contested territories giving you the rest that you need. So that is a point for the rolls. Freaky Skull. I like that Hikerman 3s is all here. That's a classic. You know, Roblox. That's epic. You got Freaky Skull. That's fun. That's like almost a bonus point because like you have Roblox, but you also have like all this other stuff going on. I think that is it's really close to a bonus point, but it's not. So that is 1 point for connections. 1 hour ahead. Are you sure about that? Pretty sure Veronica experiences daylight savings. I used to have one of these in everybody's descriptions, trying to keep track of their time zones, but daylight savings just made it completely impractical. So I don't even know when daylight savings starts or ends, so I never know when people are in daylight savings. And then of course I would be adding their things at random times, so it's like, okay, I'm pretty sure it's daylight savings right now because it's so close to summer, but I don't know if I added this during daylight savings. So it's like, even if I do know whether it's daylight savings or not, I still don't know whether this is accurate. This is completely irrelevant to my topic. Okay, that is 7 points for Veronica. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, there's a 4-way tie at 7 points right now. Is anybody gonna smash through? Huh. I actually might have to adjust these tiers later because it's looking like nobody's gonna hit SS tier. Like like nobody's hit 8 points. Is anybody gonna hit 9 points? If nobody even hits S tier, I'm definitely gonna have to rework the tier list. Okay. Next up, Jimmy Jojo. Immediately point for the name. I like Jimmy Jojo. That's fun. We'll write you down as JJJ. That's good. 3J. Your profile picture is iconic. Love that cat. I hate that dog. That's like that book. Gold. It's not gold. It's like orange. It's like soy sauce orange. It's not gold. You got the tag though, so that's a point. About me is empty. Is there nothing to do? You have you paid to make your profile a color, but you won't say anything about yourself? Yeah, no point there. Yeah, no point for the about me. I should subtract the point for not having an about me, but I won't. Roles are basic. Only 1, 2-ish sort of interesting things. Nothing there. Pretty good color. Although I mean, like I like some good turquoise, but I feel like this isn't quite pastel enough. Frankly, it isn't quite turquoise enough. No, this is a good color. I'll give it a point. It could be a better color, but it's alright. Unless... oh, wait. I almost want to say I wouldn't give the point because you have nitro. So, like, you could do something more interesting with this, but you chose not to. That should, like, almost subtract the point. But I already gave you the point, so that is 4 points for Jimmy Jojo, which I think puts you right there. Next up, we have this freaky looking fish. I think that's Meso. Yeah, I remember seeing you on the list earlier. Meso, icon is point. I like that icon. That's fun. Banner is point. That is good blue right there. With that cannonball blue. Wait a minute. Where's cannonball? Oh, okay. That I was like I was looking at Meso's banner and I was like, oh, that's like the cannonball blue, but then I was like, wait, but if that's the cannonball blue, then shouldn't Cannonball have gotten a point for that? But no, Cannonball doesn't use his own blue. He uses puke green. I only thought of that as his blue because that's his name color. It's kind of weird. Meso is a good name, but I don't care too much. Hype Squad Bravery. Wait, what was I looking for? I was looking for Brilliance, right? I think I was looking for Brilliance. Did they ever do anything with these Hype Squad things? Yeah, I was looking for Brilliance. So, no points. No points for badges. No points for About Me. No points for roles. How do you even have this few roles? Just deco, color, and pronouns? That is like the bare minimum roles you can have. That is literally like the bare minimum roles. You've really done like nothing else in your emerging career? So you've made a... Oh, you deleted your account. That'll do it. Okay. I was gonna say, like, you have a bunch of merges, like, have you never entered any 20s or anything? So yeah, if you still have the roles from your own account, you might get a point there, but you don't, so you don't. So, no points, no pronouns, no About Me, no connections. That is a measly 2 points for me, so. Alright, next up. Red Hemlock. Oh my gosh, I remember I used to have beef with Red Hemlock. I like forgot about that until this very moment. I don't know why I just remembered in this moment, but I just had this like flashback. And I was like, oh, can't believe I had beef with Red Hemlock. That was weird. Wisconsinite. Oh god. It's just like a parody of Barrel's description, except it's just Wisconsinite. Yeah, we love Wisconsin. I'm going to Wisconsin in July. I think you should ask if you live in Whitewater. I'm not gonna do that, but I should. Okay. Icon. It's a little iconic, but I don't really care that much. Oh, wait a minute. That's what Wisco means. Wisconsin. You know what? That is a point for the name. We'll put you down as Himmy. 1 point for the name. No pronouns, but yes, tag. 1 point. Description. Okay, Proud Wisconsinite is really good. Phalanx is a really cool Pokemon. You're the one who jonkles is really good. Yeah, screw it. I'm giving you a bonus point for the description. Congratulations, Red Hemlock. Let's check out your roles. You have red and dark red. That's pretty interesting. You have the contributor, artist, deco artist, triple whammy. You would think all the decos would have all 3 of those roles, but they usually don't. Meso only had deco. That's like kind of funny. Silver box finisher. Okay. Contested territory. You're at someone. That's right. I pinged at someone the other day and I was like, wait, who actually has this role? Does anybody else have at someone? I'm pretty sure it was only Red Hemlock. I checked and I'm pretty sure he was the only one to be at someone. Why do we have so many roles? You could get a colored profile. Of course, sure. You can get a colored profile just by being warned. No, I need to see who has at someone. There's a search bar. It's literally just Red Hemlock. Why is Red Hemlock specifically the at someone? Okay. For having the triple, the double, and the contested territory, that is barely qualifying for a point. Being at someone, that's big. That's a bonus point. Being the someone, like, that's pretty huge. So this is the first person to get 2 bonus points for 2 different town games. It's pretty cool. League of Legends. Riot Games? What's Riot Games? Why do you have 2 Ds in these? I'll give you a point for League of Legends. That's pretty funny. Banner. actually kind of like this banner. This is a unique color for a banner. It's kind of just like matching the icon, but I think it's not quite matching the icon. Like you didn't just use the same red. Use kind of like a cool red, cool unique red, and I like that. I respect that. So that is, oh guys, that's 8 points for Red Hemlock. I gotta say, I did not expect Red Hemlock to hit the top of the tier list. I'm impressed. You touch my ladder? I don't know what that means. That would be yet another point if I was counting statuses. Really wish I could count statuses. I really wish I could count statuses, because those are such an iconic part of profiles, but there's just no way to make it work when I can't see the statuses of 15 people. It's just, it can't be fair. Tragically. Well, look who's up next but me. You would think that I would be satisfied with every part of my profile, but no. Look, I don't have a status. My pronouns are basic. But let's see what we got. Icon. That is a point. Big fan of Akko. If somebody else had an Akko profile picture, I think I would give a bonus point for that, but I can't give myself a bonus point for that. That's so unfair. Like, wow, this person has something that I really like. Who would have thought? Name. I mean, my nickname is kind of quirky. And it's mismatched with my username, and I think that's something that I would consider giving points to other people for. So that's a point for the name. No points for pronouns, but yes, point for the badges. Very basic description. Being a musician is cool, but not that cool. Having pronouns is cool, but not that. Wait, actually, I should give myself a point depending on how fun my pronouns page is. Multiple names, that's kind of neat. Because nobody uses the other two. It's like, alright, don't like anything else. It's still kind of dumb. Kinda. Yeah, no thank you. Twitter. You know what, Twitter is kind of quirky. Yeah. I think that is a point for the pronouns page. It's got quirky stuff on it, so I'm good with that. If anybody else has a quirky pronouns page, I'll give them a description point for that. I think you did. Where are you? There you are. You had a pronouns page. I think I'll give you a bonus point if your pronouns page is fun and your card is fun. Monica? I've never heard anybody call you Monica. Oh, look at that! Wow. Wow. That's... Whoa. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. Is the card good? What? You have like an entire thing going on here. My card, if I even still have it, was very simple. This is like fun. Hello, I am Veronica. This is a nice drawing. Attraction cake, I love the attraction cake. You have your city here? Third person? Wow. Okay, that is a certified bonus point for Veronica. A retroactive bonus point, which brings you from 7 points up to 8. In front of Red Hemlock because you went first. Oh, that's pretty exciting. Oh wait, I forgot I was supposed to be grading my own profile. I forgot about myself. Wait, I could just edit my profile right now to make it better. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so I have 4 points. Next up is my roles. I have Flambe's admin for some reason. I have my own role. That's pretty epic. Tournament winner. Champs of the Ages. decorated in several ways. Paragame, that's iconic. Lots of very strange number of Tiscoin. that's a I think that's a really fun set of rolls. If it was somebody else, I would consider giving a bonus point for all the crazy stuff here, but I'm not going to be biased. Am I going to be biased? Man. No, I think I'm going to get a lot of points anyway, so I'm not going to do that. Connections are pretty meh. I think the only thing that sticks out here is kind of fun is that I'm a Reddit mod. Like, I can't believe my profile displays that I'm a Reddit mod. Why does it even display that I'm a Reddit mod? Like, okay, I moderate a subreddit, but it's a subreddit with, like... Well, okay, I guess my own subreddit has like 100 members, I think. Did it really? That can't be right. Well, whatever. It's a micro subreddit that's completely dead. So it's like marking myself. I didn't mark myself as that, but being marked as a mod is really strange. I think Reddit mod gets a point. It's kind of fun. I'll give 1 point for the banner. Good banner. That's a good banner. I think it's a really good banner. I'm really happy with that banner. Like, bonus point happy, but I'm not gonna give myself a bonus point. I think I'll bar myself from any bonus points. Yeah, like this leaf, the reference is a bonus point. The colors are like some of my favorite. That's like constituting as a... Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Okay, that point for the colors, 1 point for the banner. That puts me at 8 points. If I gave bonus points, I would be like top of S tier. And then if I just did something funny with my pronouns, then I would be SS tier. I would hate to put myself at the top of this tier list. I'm putting myself high, but I'm like mixed in with a lot of other people, so I think I can live with that. Next up, Tis is real now. Barely sliding into this list. Good for him. Tis is real now. That is a good username. 1 point. Always loved that username. Weak. Useless. Name. I don't know. Wait. Point. Point for the pronouns. I don't know what any of that means, but it's kind of funny, so you got a point there. Are these emojis a part of your pronouns? What is this? What is the snake? A hand with an eye? What is that? Wait, is that Ultra Kill? Okay. Brilliance and tag. That is a point for the badges. Profile picture. And you know, Tis, you've had some really good profile pictures in the past. This kind of isn't it. Like, this is just kind of... I mean, it's kind of cool and moody, but like... I don't know. When your profile picture is this small, but like... Your profile picture almost looks like a minimalist country flag. No, it looks like a state flag. No, it looks like a country flag. It looks like some kind of minimalist flag. You've had some really good profile pictures, and this isn't it. No point there. Hello, mellow yellow fellows. This is real now. Professional procrastinator and marshmallow. Like almost rhymes, but not quite. Really trying to be better. I do? Give a point for the hello, mellow yellow fellows. That's a point right there. Rolls. More creator. Infinite Tiscoin. I guess that makes sense, wouldn't it? Should be called Tis Orange. My server it's called Tis Orange. Spotlight. Get that out of there. Infinite Tiscoin. Oh, and band and admin. And lore creator. This set of roles shall suffice. That is a point. Connections, pretty simple, inconsistent capitalization. Not too many interesting connections, like wow, YouTube. Wow, not quite 61 followers. Wow, 18. No point for connections. Although you do have a lot of connections, you're like kind of close to a... You're close to a point just for the quantity, but no dice. Banner is a point because... Wait, what is it? FF4400, whatever it is, it's pretty iconic. So that's a point there, which brings Tisisrio now up to 6 points, which is better than A tier because you're more unique. Next up we got Vinieri, closing in on the end. We're getting close. Still recording. If for some reason this doesn't work, I'm gonna sob. You're also orange? I don't think there's a big orange coming in. Okay, we got Vini. Point for the icon, because it's silly. Name, no point. Good username, but it needs to be a little bit more for it to be a point. Like, just having like some kind of a unique nickname in the server would be good, but we don't. Tag is a point. Banner is not quite a point. Don't really care too much for it. It's like, it's interesting that you chose this shade of orange that I don't associate with any other part of you. Like, that's interesting, but it's not really a color that I quite like. This is a subjective tier list, and in my subjective opinion, this color is mid. About Me is good. That's a cool flag. I like it. Like, there's a little star in there. That's good. About Me. Roles, former candidate? What does that mean? Partial point, the triple whammy, partial point duelist. Partial point there. You are quite decorated in the roles. Big admin, Deco artist. Point for roles. Wow, that's a lot of connections. You can get a bonus point if you have anything quirky. Oh, you do have something quirky. League of Legends. Okay, point for that. Bonus point for the sheer amount of things going on here. You have your Team Fortress 2 items listed. You have your Dota 2 items listed despite not having any Dota 2 items. Why does your Discord profile go out of its way to bring up the fact that you don't have any items in this game? What even is this game? Like, I've heard of it a million times, but I have no idea what it actually is. Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff happening. You only have 450 Reddit karma. Like, that's... like, I'm not one to care about karma at all, but that's like an oddly small amount of Reddit karma. That's like the kind of Reddit karma you'd have if you've made like 100 comments in your entire lifetime. Like, you've been on Reddit for 5 years, and that means you've commented less than 20 times per year, probably. Either that, or none of your comments get any uploads because everybody hates them. That's pretty weird and quirky. Battle.net? What is Battle.net? Yeah, okay, that is a point and a bonus point for the connections. But no pronouns, and no whatever else you don't have. So that's gonna be... Oh, okay. That's 7 points for Vinieri. Good for you. Next up we got Jolly. Jolly old Jolly. Where is Jolly? You have a fun status? No, you don't have a fun status despite being online. That's avatar decoration that I don't care for. Didn't take you as a big Star Wars guy. I mean, it's cool decoration, but it's like... I'm a little surprised that you of all people would just like have something showing off how much of a Star Wars fan you are. Huh. Okay. Icon. No point. It's a little goofy. I don't really care for it. It looks like Invincible if it was Michael Jackson. Yeah, no icon points. Jolly Dude 1. That's a good username. Point for the username. For the first time, well, point for the pronouns. I always found this a little funky, just any of them. Not. See, not like. Not just any, not any / all, not even any of them, it's any of them. Like, it's so nonchalant, it's iconic. Got a tag in there. Wait a minute. Hopefully we don't have anything personal in here. Hopefully we don't have any personal things in here, I say as well. Oh, that's not. Okay, I'm actually gonna retract the name point because it's not to the first power anymore. It used to be Jolly Dude to the power of 1. Now it's just Jolly Dude 1. I know you can't put to the power of 1 in your username, but you could in your display name, and you didn't. I know you want to just be jolly, but at least be jolly to the first power. I'm retracting the point for that, because being to the first power was like everything. That was who you were. You were to the first power. Which means you're just getting a point for the pronouns, point for the tag. Okay, I probably didn't. I literally crossed out my tally mark. I think that doesn't really make much sense. I could have just waited and then reused it for a different point. Holy fart, that's quirky, but not quirky enough. Jolly Dude 2 and Jolie. Okay, point for the connections. You live in Pennsylvania? Wow. Good banner color, put it there. Alright, rolls. Meh. I like that you have the best color, but... And I also like that you have a triple pronoun roll, that's kind of fun, but... It's not enough for another point. So for Jolly, that is 4 points. Surprisingly lackluster for such an extraordinary individual. Recon. Hello, Recon. Hi. Hello. Ooh. Ooh. This is one that's in the game. Banner by you. Nuh-uh. It's actually from BTD6. It's by the BTD6 artists. Okay. Con. It's gonna be 1 point for the profile picture, because that is a good one. Recon Scout Timo. Pretty good username, but not exciting enough. You have something unique going on here, but, like, is it really? Emerald. Got the tag, that's a point. Banner is a point. Digital artist, coffee's best fuel. Coffee is an addiction. Seek help. Okay. Your description just credits hobby that everybody in this entire hobby that every single Deco artist has. So it'd be cool if you were in, like, I don't know, any other in any non-art Discord server is kind of cool, but among the Deco artists, it's like, nah. So this is the only thing you have going for yourself, and this is an addiction. Seek help. So no description point. Your band, that's kind of quirky. That's the only quirky thing you really have going on. Oh, no, turn. Winner is pretty quirky, but you need like one more quirky roll. Point for League of Legends. Yeah, that is a connections point. Isn't Recon Scout Timo literally just like a League of Legends character? Is your League of Legends username literally just the character? That's kind of funny. Recon artist. April 18th? That's in 5 days. Okay, point for the colors. Colors will give you a point. That you bought that point, and oh no, I clicked on Microsoft Teams. Yeah, okay, that's 5 points for recon. Let's see at the bottom here. Yeah, you paid for the colors, but you know they're good colors, and I will point to you for them. DJ, I can't believe you're this low on the list. DJ, that is going to be a point for the profile picture. That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good profile picture. It's pretty iconic. I like that it changes to the holidays. That's always nice to see. Name, pretty cool, not point worthy. They, them, pretty cool, not point worthy. Tag, points. About me? Yes, I'm the one you see in the YouTube comments all the time with so many subscribers and yet not a single video. Okay, but I like how unique this is. Like this is a description that I'm never gonna see anybody else have. Like okay, just you know, like I'm just looking at random people. I'll see other proud Christians. I'll see other little twinks. I'll see other colon 3 chuds. They're not chuds, I'm sorry. Colon 3 based kitties. I'm never going to see anybody else with a description that says, yep, that's me. But my gripe with it is, I mean, how many people are actually looking at your profile and thinking, wait, is that one YouTube user? Like, I'm sure you get recognized a lot in the comments, but like, you can't possibly get recognized that much, right? It's a little weird for me because like, I've never seen you in YouTube comments. I really expect to have seen you because, like, I mean, if anybody were to share enough interests to see each other on the same YouTube videos, I feel like it would be us. But yeah, like, no, I've literally never seen you. I think I am gonna give you a point for the description just because of how like interesting and unique it is. But I really wish that it was like accurate because I don't actually see you in the comments all the time. But hey, you do have a lot of subscribers and yet not a single video. Lamberyllium, I wonder what that means. Violet, other program. Not a program. Reward creator, dejanitor. Why do you have a 20th of a Tiscoin? Why? What in the world are we doing with Tiscoin? Like, how did we end up in this point where everybody who has Tiscoin has, like, this super bizarre micro fraction of Tiscoin? Like, okay. There are two types of Tiscoin owners. There are the people with, like, less than 1, and there are the people that have over 1 trillion, and there's no in between. What happened there? What were we doing? I subject you to neopronouns. 400 member? Welcome to Paragang. I was gonna say I hope DJ doesn't watch this video so that they never notice that, but if anybody's gonna watch this video, it's gonna be DJ. Wait, was there anything else I need to count? Oh, right, the banner. Point, because it's a really good shade of purple. It's just kind of like it's just kind of an extension of the profile picture, which is usually kind of, but it looks nice, and it's just like I really like that shade of purple. Connections, meh, and that's it. So that is 4 points for DJ. We're hitting up. Wait. Who's dead? Okay, yeah, that's right. So you're going, I guess, top half of C tier. So we got Stellar Super Saturn. Forgot the order of your S names. Icon. That's pretty good. 1 point for the icon. 1 point for the name, because I think that's like an especially quirky name. Stellar Super Spicy. Actually, am I gonna give a point for that? I feel like a lot of people have had pretty fun names. Did I give Kid Luck a name point? I think I did. In that case, yeah. That is a point for Stellar Super Saturn. I'm willing to bet that you have never heard with your ears somebody say Stellar Super Saturn. I'd probably lose that bet. Point for the pronouns. Hot, zesty, spicy. Point for the tag. Twinkle, twinkle, little twink. Balloons is pretty neat, I think. Twinkle, little twink. Balloons is pretty neat, I think. Super lazy, kinda queer. Panics when there's people near. When the blazing sun is gone, stays up late to get things drawn. That is a point and a bonus point. Absolutely deserved. That's my favorite description yet. That is just fantastic. I can't believe I've never noticed that before. You have contributor, but not artist. That's pretty funny. You got tournament winner and got the best color. No point for walls. No connections. Give you a point for the pretty nice banner color. Kind of looks like the new Blurple. So that is 7 points for Stellar. Congratulations, little twink. Next up, who is that? Scout, man, you haven't used the server in forever. Icon. You know, that's pretty good. Icon. I like that icon. It's pretty neat, pretty unique. And I guess having the decoration will nudge it up a little bit, so it's pretty confidently a point. Scout. Not a super interesting name. Pronouns. What does that mean? Your pronouns are yes? What does that mean? Point for the pronouns. Point for the tag. What is that? Is that like a language that you speak? Small time artist. Bass banjo? You play the banjo? You might respond. Keep bugging me if I don't, because I forget a lot. Okay, point for the description. Banjo is cool. We love banjo. Rolls, we got Deco green and red for some reason. You're like, it's like Christmas. You know what? Your band, your admin, you're contesting the territory. You're a tournament winner. And what tournament did you win? Wow. And you have some Christmas colors. That's enough. Like, you have a lot of small fractions of a point, and it adds up to a point. 555 items in TF2. That is a point. The moment you get another item, you're losing that point. But for now, point. Architect and the builder. They arrived calmly from their escalator with a sense of purpose. Banner color is a point. That is a really nice. That is really. Wait a minute. Wait, where'd you go? Come back! Would be a tournament winner. Why is it like... Why is all the decorations translucent? What's going on? Here they are. You know, I'll give you a bonus point for the decorations, because those are pretty fun decorations. So that puts you up to 8 points, which puts you right above Flambe. Okay, next up we got Ziggum. Who exactly is getting zigged? Well, touching grass. We'll put you down as Zig. Icon. It's kind of quirky, but like, I don't know. I don't really care for it. Ziggum. You know, Ziggum is a cool name. Point for the name, mostly because it starts with a Z. Point for the tag. They fixed me? What does that mean? The emoji stuff. Point for the description. Cringe Master. Blue champions and champs of the ages. Wow, that is an absolute point. If you had much more here, you would get a bonus point for that. But no, it's like, yeah, like if I took away that quirky thing, then I don't know if you would get a point. Well, nah, whatever. 1 point for the rolls. Connections. A little interesting. There's another name here, but the name itself isn't too interesting. 8-hour ahead. Color is not the same as Red Hemlocks. No, his is kind of cooler. This is like something mysterious. This is like a rusty nail. It's no point for the banner. 4 points for Ziggum. Touching grass is not helping you. Puts you right here. That's weird that there are so many people in C and so many people in A, but so few in B. What's the deal with that? I guess you either have like a lot of fun stuff on your profile or you don't. That's probably the simple explanation. Like, there are a lot of people that put a bunch of crazy stuff, and there's not many people that just put some crazy stuff, but not a lot, you know? That probably explains it. Okay, next up we have only the edgiest of usernames. Wow, that's an edgy username. Edgy. 1 point for the profile picture, that is iconic. Does the edgy username get a point? Does it? Does it really? I'm not sure. I thought it's... Nah, I'm gonna say no. No point for the name. Although it is pretty... It's iconic, but not really for any good reason. No points for the pronouns. I have a lot of things going on here. Point for the badges. No point for the about me. That's pretty generic. I mean, it's not really generic, but it's uninteresting, I guess. It's a little interesting, but not really too crazy. Oh, this has been going for an hour and a half. I can't believe that. Rolls. 1.26 Tiscoin. Okay. Yeah. I think band, admin, and 1.26 Tiscoin is enough for a point. Connections, not super interesting. No point there. Banner is a point. The nitro colors are an interesting choice. They look kind of cool, but like, I don't know, I never thought of you as the type to use this sort of very aesthetic sort of black and white. Yeah, I mean, that's literally just black to white, huh? It looks so like... It's just aesthetic. It has this sort of like... almost sinister aesthetic to it. Drinking water. definitely an aesthetic here, and it is not an aesthetic that Noseless Luigi has. You're going in C tier. Next up, we have the one, the only Jericho Simp. Yeah, because let's put, wait. I like how in the square you can see that circle is just a circle. Why do you have that circle around your icon? No, that's a pretty cool icon. I like that. Oh, I gotta flip to the other side of this page. I used up all the space. Okay. In G. Point for the icon. Point for the name. You are the #1 Jericho Simp. He, they, :3. Point for :3. Point for the tag. Point for giving up. No, I'm not giving you a point for giving up, and I'm certainly not giving you a point for Among Us. Roles. Spectator picture. Nah, no point for roles. TTT capsule letter. Sword Blazer. Creeper. Zach. Your name is Zach? Zach the E. Zach Fienderman. Having 5 separate usernames on your profile is pretty epic. That's a point for the connections. No point for the blink banner. Like, you're not even the only person in the server with the blink banner, which means you are getting 5 points. Finally, another B tier. And last, but not even close to least, we have Lumi. Oh, I should have counted name color. No, I'm not going to count name colors. That is 100% subjective. Nobody cares about my opinions on name colors. Lumi Clyde. 1 point for the icon. That's a pretty cool cat. No points for the name, no points for the pronouns. Point for the, Hey, where's Gallium? Wait. Is Gallium not a Deco? No way. Is Gallium not a Deco? I thought Gallium was a Deco. He's been here forever. Gallium has been here for so long. But I guess he just hasn't made that many. Yeah, I guess he just hasn't made that many merges. The ones he's made are really cool, but you know, I mean, there's a good bit of them. Are they pinned? Yeah, I guess it's just not very many. Yeah, if Gallium would just make more merges, then she surely would get Deco. I always liked this one. I thought it was a cool use of the super glue aesthetic. This one is like one of my favorite merges ever. It's adorable. Man, I all this time I thought, oh yeah, Gallium's like Gallium's such a person, but not a Deco. If you're not a Deco, are you even a real person? Are you even human? Thought for sure that I just like forgot to put Gallium on the list. Okay, back to Lumi. Yeah, so point for the icon, point for the badges, no point for the description. Big fan of :3, but you need like a little more going on here. If you said anything with :3 at the end, then like okay. Even if you literally just said PFP by Kane :3, then I'd be like, okay, that's pretty quirky. But no, it's like your description is just this with also just some credits. If you said anything, if you said, hi, I'm Lumi :3, then I would give you a point, but no. Nothing interesting in the roles. They're just kind of interesting to use. Not any of the common programs that isn't a lot. Momoku? It's kind of cute. Not cute enough though. Good banner color. So that's a point for the banner. Fits with the profile picture. So there you go. 3 points for Lumi. And that is how it stacks up. So that's quite the interesting results. Having these two almost equal large columns, and then the two small column. These aren't columns, these are rows. I was thinking of them stacking up, not stacking to the right. That's why I thought that's why I called them columns. So we got these two long rows, two short rows. Long rows about equal, short rows one twice the size of the other. I mean, it's an interesting shape of graph. Makes sense that nobody is completely lacking in good things, so I'll go ahead and delete that. Well, I can delete this. Wasn't really sure if anybody would have a perfect, like, exceptional profile like that. I thought somebody would hit S though. I'm a little surprised that so many people hit A, but none of them hit S. I could have hit S if I just had better pronouns. I was so close. I guess several people probably could have hit S if they had better pronouns. Maybe. I don't really care to look back at all the 8-point pronouns. So that's just about the final list. I will fix the colors. Those are nice colors. I think I'm gonna get rid of the points. If anybody wants an explanation for the points system, then they can just watch the video. I think this is what I'm gonna go with. I wonder if this means I should like lower the standards for S. So it feels a little weird having like all these in A tier, and I feel like, yeah, because like I feel like there are profiles up here that I would say like, yeah, this is S tier. Like looking at Veronica's again. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? There she is. I mean, she has a lot going on here. This is not fun stuff. Would I say this is S though? No, I feel like to really like be at the top and like S tier should be like the perfect profiles, and to have a perfect profile, I think you do have to pay for some of the fun colors. So like, you know, it's pay to win, but I mean the colors really do just add so much. I honestly think I would put my own profile in S tier, but you wouldn't. You couldn't pay me to drop a tier list in chat where I'm the only one in S tier. I would hate that so much. So there it is. We have a huge mini-way tie here. Good stuff. There's the final tier list. I will save it right here with all your icons. Canvas? Okay, canvas.png. Thanks for watching.